The following presentation contains graphic images and shocking information. Viewer discretion is advised.
In the United States, over 150 people a day die from drug and alcohol-related problems. 2/3 of homeless people report that drugs and/or alcohol were a major reason for their becoming homeless. When addiction strikes, it strikes without warning. A dangerous road awaits those who don't get help. People with drug and alcohol issues are in danger, tremendous danger. As a doctor, a mother, and a concerned community member, I've seen firsthand what drugs and alcohol can do. Car accidents, jail time, loss of limbs, injuries, bankruptcy, overdose, even homelessness or death. These are all things I can see on a daily basis. It's not a matter of if something tragic will happen, it's a matter of when. The vast majority of addicts will experience one of these consequences that I just mentioned. It's not unusual for me to see patients who've been gang raped, shot, roofied, assaulted, or have life-threatening diseases such as cancer or liver disease, all because of using alcohol and drugs. If you or someone you love is struggling with an addiction, there are two things you need to remember. Number one, addiction is a disease. The addicted person does not just quit drugs or quit drinking as if by magic. Addiction doesn't work that way. A person with an addiction is going to need structured help in which they get therapy, support, and even medical attention if needed. Only that way can a person find a way to an empowered life. Number two, help is available. Treatment can save your job. It can save your relationship. It can even save your life. Stick with me through this short video presentation, and I will talk to you about different treatment options, what would happen when you go to rehab, and how to get in touch with the right people who can help you. I will also tell you a story that you simply must hear. It is about a woman who waited to get help for a loved one, only to lose him a few days later to an overdose. Please listen to this story closely and don't make the same mistakes she did. Lastly, I will tell you about new laws that make it possible for you or your loved ones to get addiction treatment at little to no out-of-pocket cost to you. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Saia Beheshti, but you can call me Dr. B. I'm 45 years old, I live in Southern California, and I am a divorced mother of two. I am also an addiction specialist, and I've been helping people take their lives back from drugs and alcohol for many years. After seeing hundreds of patients recover from addictions, I can tell you, there is hope. If you get into a treatment program and stick with it, you will find that the benefits are far beyond what you imagine. Treatment offers a second chance at life, a new beginning. If you want to avoid life-destroying events, such as divorce, losing your children, or killing someone in a car wreck, treatment offers you that chance. Treatment can save lives. I've had many people tell me that when they first started drinking, they had a lot of fun with it. But before they knew it, they had lost control over the drinking, and it was the drinking that was controlling them. They couldn't do anything else when the urge to drink would strike them. If you feel powerless against your drug of choice, if you feel that it has control over you, that you are a slave to it, think about how it would feel for you to be free from that. Addiction takes away your freedom. Treatment gives you your freedom back. It gives you back the power and releases you from the life of slavery you've been living. Treatment can set you free, and freedom is the most amazing feeling you can ever imagine. Treatment can give you the tools to recover and thrive so you can no longer feel lost, confused, and powerless over alcohol or drugs. Why try to do it alone? If you've ever been hit with a craving and you've been on your own, you know how hard it is to face it. In a treatment center, you will have 24-hour support and someone will hold your hand through the hardest times. Once you improve, you can start repairing all those relationships you've damaged. You can regain those people you lost. You can get a new career, get new education. You can even start chasing down those dreams you've been neglecting for years and years. Treatment always takes place in a safe environment where nobody will look down on you or judge you. The life of an addict can be quite chaotic, and when you check yourself into a treatment center, you can find that safety and tranquility you need to make improvement. Imagine how great you will feel if you put yourself in an environment where you can work on yourself without the demands of family, without a dealer who wants to get paid, without a job that keeps putting pressures and deadlines on you. As a doctor, I can arrange for you to go on medical leave without your coworkers or boss knowing where you're going. Imagine how freeing it would feel to be able to get out of work scot-free and getting your life finally handled once and for all without anyone judging you, condemning you, or even asking you where you're going. If you feel unable to improve under your current circumstances, you're not alone. No one should expect you to make massive life changes under so much pressure. It's just not realistic. Real healing takes real effort and real time. By removing the stress, you'll have a chance to rediscover yourself. You'll be able to heal from all the pain and all the stress that caused you to start using in the first place. You might be wondering why I can be so sure that treatment can help. You may be asking yourself, why should I be listening to some random doctor who lives on the beach in California? Well, those are reasonable questions. I wasn't always a doctor. I started my journey as a computer scientist and moved on to a master's degree in physiology later. I got my medical degree from UC Irvine, did my residency at UC Irvine Medical Center. I worked at the VA hospital where I spent 6 years helping veterans with addiction, trauma, and anything else they needed for their mental well-being. It was during this time that I became a published researcher and became certified in treating opiate addiction. The reason I switched from computer science to medicine is very simple. All my life, I've had people come up to me and tell me their deepest, darkest secrets and share their innermost struggles with me. After years and years of this, I realized that I'm a born listener. I listen to people without judging them or lecturing them. I've realized that most people need more listening and less lecturing and judging. The most important thing a doctor can do for you is to listen. It's always been my dream to start my own treatment center, and when I did, I called it Healing Path Recovery. This name always reminds me that listening is the key to healing. Listening leads to understanding, and understanding leads to empathy. Empathy leads to healing, and healing leads to a more empowered life. These are the words that I live by, and I insist that all my therapists learn this principle before they can work with me at Healing Path Recovery. I am the founder and medical director of Healing Path Recovery, and unlike other treatment facilities, Healing Path Recovery is 100% physician-owned and operated. I don't answer to investors or profiteers. I answer only to my patients. If you decide to get treatment, I strongly recommend you look for a center that is 100% physician-owned and operated. That's the only way to be sure that your entire care from beginning to end is overseen by a physician. At Healing Path Recovery, I know every single patient personally, and I personally oversee them every step of the way. I don't care about your money or your insurance plan. I care about saving your life and giving you a new hope for a brighter tomorrow.